Hey, Carrie Ann. My name is Marquis Mitchell, and I am the owner of Nomatic Marketing. And in this video, I'm actually going to show you three things that you can do today to just help bring in more customers to your business. So, most likely you're sitting there, you're kind of just asking yourself, what's in it for me? Or better yet, why am I even doing this in the first place? And honestly, Carrie Ann, those are pretty valid questions. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners, they're just kind of too busy running their business to really learn how the internet can really benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation that they have to working with someone is they just don't know, who's an expert and who isn't, and who's going to end up helping them, or who's going to end up just, trying to take their money and run. I found by giving people a free attack plan of actual things that they can implement to impact their business is resulted in business owners just kind of raising their hands and saying, hey, Marquise, can you just do this for me? So if by the end of the video you feel like I can help your business with gaining more customers, shoot me a message. We could chat. Or you can actually just take any of this information for yourself and implement it yourself. And I'm actually fine with that as well. So now, let me show you three things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time. So the three things that we're going to go over today are going to be content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing is content. So think of content as any of the words and or phrases, the pictures that are located on your website. So any of this stuff is content. All this stuff here, this picture over here, all this good stuff is content. So in order to be fully optimized in Google's eyes, you should have at least 1,500 words on your front page. So what I did was took your website and actually threw it into one of the tools that we utilize here. This is called SEO Quake. SEO Quake is a free tool. Anybody can download it. You actually can download it as a free Chrome extension. It's a useful tool. It'll actually show you a lot of the inner workings of your website. And one of the best things about it, it'll actually show you the total amount of words on the site itself. So if you take a look here, the total amount of words on your front page is about 170. So definitely not bad. I've seen far less, but you're still a ways away from that 1,500 word mark. Especially when you take a look at one of your main competitors in the Colorado Springs area. So this is Amazing Lash Studio. You see the total words on their front page is about 1,049. So they're still not fully optimized because they don't have the 1,500 words, but getting closer to that 1,500 words puts them closer on that front page. So this is still a ways away from where you guys are now, but definitely not something that's unbeatable. The first thing is actually just knowing where you stand, So then the second thing that we're going to talk about today, that's going to be citations. So in order to look at citations, I actually did a Google search already. So I did a Google search for Lash Extension Colorado Springs. So usually when you throw a search into Google, there are a couple things that show up. One of the first things is going to be Google Ads. It doesn't look like I have any showing up for this right now. But Google Ads essentially is it's an area where people or business owners are running ads on the Google Ads network. Basically, these ads are pay per click, which means that a business owner only pays when a potential customer clicks on their ad. Sometimes these ads are great, especially if they have somebody that actually understands how to run these ads. They can bring in a good amount of money for a business. And then other times, because of how Google Ads are priced out, they can end up being an extreme expense for business owners, and they don't really end up making their money back. The section that I do want to show you, which would probably benefit you a little bit more, is going to be the Google Maps section. So this section right here, so essentially that's the Google Map Pack. It's anywhere that you can, it's where you can find the name, address, and phone number for any particular business in that area. So a lot of business owners, especially the local business owners, they'll ask me, how can I rank in the Google Map Pack? And by rank, I mean showing up in one of these top three areas. So there are a couple things that you can actually do to rank in this section. One is optimizing the pictures. I mean, even adding pictures goes a long way, but then optimizing those same pictures. Second thing would probably be optimizing your description as well, including some of the keywords that are most important for your business. The third thing is going to be citations. So citations is basically anywhere on the internet that you can find your name, address, and phone number exactly the same. So another tool that we actually use here is called whitespark.ca. This is a local citation finder. So anyone can get this tool. Also, it costs anywhere between $30 and $70 a month. Definitely something that you can add to your overall business expense if you ever wanted to. But this is a great tool because it shows you the amount of citations a business has when you put in the information. So if you take a look at your company here, Lashes and Lox, you guys have about 10 citations across the internet. Good job. I've seen businesses that have less, 8, even 5. I've seen businesses with none, especially the new ones. But when you compare yourself to someone like that competitor, Colorado Lash Company, they have about 18 citations. So they only have 8 more than you guys. What we tend to recommend here is that you have anywhere between 200 and 300 citations across the internet. It's just to kind of like blow your competitors out the water. And the only thing when it comes to getting citations, it just takes time. And you just have to sit there and actually get all these citations across the internet. One of the perks about utilizing a tool like whitespark.ca is you can actually click on your competitors' citations and see what citations they have across the internet. And then once you know what citations they have, and if you don't have the same ones, you can actually put yourself in for those citations as well, so then you can get them for your own company. So the last thing that I want to talk about today is going to be backlinks. So think of backlinks as how a website has authority on the web. So simply put, it works like this. So site A points to site B, therefore site A acts as a backlink that gives site B more authority in Google's eyes. So Google is essentially like a popularity contest. Basically, the more sites that point at you, the more popular you are, the higher you'll rank in Google's eyes. But the thing about it is, not just any backlinks work. They do need to be relevant. So it's a difference between having a backlink for like, I don't know, Pizza Hut and then having a backlink for fashion.com. Like something that actually deals with the type of company that you have, and the other one deals with like pizza. So, but if we take a look at your website and one of the other tools that we use here, this is ahrefs.com. So this is about $100 a month. Still something that you can get. This is probably one of the more powerful tools that we use here because it gives you a lot of insight in regards to your website or business. As you can see here, you guys have 0 backlinks. So this is probably the biggest area that's hurting you guys with ranking and moving up, especially when you take a look at one of your competitors. We'll take a look at the same competitor. So this is Amazing Lash Studio. They have about 26.7 thousand backlinks across 1.6 thousand referring domains. This tells me that they are most likely working with an SEO company, especially when they have 13.8 thousand keywords as well. Most of the time, a business owner would not even know how to do this, which tells me that they're most likely working with someone, and that's what's putting them in this area right now. So once again, what we went over today, first being content. So your front page needs to have at least 1,500 words in order to be fully optimized. Second thing is citations. So you want to have anywhere from 200 to 300 of these to just beat out your competition by a landslide. And the third thing is backlinks. So you need more relevant sites that are pointing at you guys that just show Google that you are the authority. And if you were to implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google as well. So I bet you're wondering, what now? Well, you can either go and use the information that I provided you on your own, and I'm perfectly all right with that. Or if you want the most effective route and actually want to save yourself a little bit of time, you can actually give me a call at 970 829-1342. Or you can message me on Facebook and we can talk there as well. Once again, my name is Marquis. I'm with Nomatic Marketing, and my number is 970-829-1342. I look forward to hearing from you, Carrie Ann, and have a good one.